Coming up on today's show, we're helping you revamp your home. From hanging wallpaper to a decor refresh, this road trip has you covered. New Day Cleveland starts right now. Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss. Maybe you're itching for a change or have a home project that you know you want to tackle. Maybe it's a simple swap or a full do-it-yourself project. Regardless, we're here with inspiration. And to kick things off, local experts dedicated to helping you keep your home in tip-top shape. This is the Home Repair Resource Center.
Home Repair Resource Center, we offer classes for homeowners on pretty much anything you could imagine, from plumbing to electrical. We're involved from pre to post-purchase. We do, financial counseling, first-time home buyer program for the city of Cleveland Heights and other areas, credit and budget counseling, stuff like that. It's just to keep people in their homes. And then the post-purchase part is, we teach you to maintain your home. You can take a course on pretty much anything as far as fixing something in your home. You can join our tool library for $25 a year, and that will give you access to over 1,300 tools in our library, ranging from wet saws, drywall lifts, plumbing tools, yard tools, ladders, painting tools, anything you can, drills, hammers, sawzalls, whatever you want, whatever you need. We're here to help people. We do with, not for. So we will help you get to where you want to go, but we're not going to go there for you, And I think that's the better learning process. We're a full service, I think, agency helping people keep their homes in good repair. So we have a class for tool usage. Just come in and learn how to use a tool. People, oh, geez, that drill. I don't know what the heck that thing does. But once you come in and you realize how easy it is, and you start going, wow, and it opens your mind up. I could have done that. I could have screwed that thing up, and I could have done that. And so we try to build skill. Come to learn, how your electrical box works, how your home's wiring works, installing a ceiling fan, or, doing a minor plumbing repair. And you'll see as we look around our classroom, you'll see examples of, we build models that people can actually use and work on. We have a bathroom set up so people can learn toilets and stuff like that. You can watch a video on YouTube about how to install a sink, and you can kind of piddle through it and you kind of get your way through it. It's much easier to stand in front of a sink and actually touch the sink and the tools and learn how to actually do it and know where your mistakes are made before you actually start trying to do it at your house. There are people every day who lose their homes because they had a bad roof leak and they couldn't afford to get that roof leak fixed, and it caused further damage. And so I think that being able to help people identify and be proactive about their home maintenance and about how they repair things is important for the sustainability of a mortgage. And I think banks and lenders appreciate that, because we want people to stay in their homes. That's our goal.
The Home Repair Resource Center is located in Cleveland Heights, but you don't have to live there to take classes, rent tools, or utilize their services. Registration fees are also income-based, so everyone can afford a lesson. And as a nonprofit, the Home Repair Resource Center is always accepting donations for tools and other items. Now, a Canfield business you might recognize. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods has been teaching us how to DIY, and they've got plenty of projects to choose from. Well, here we are back at Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. I love this place. Steve, it's always great to see you.
Good seeing you, friend.
Good to see you. And we're talking about like transforming a wall, a plain old blank wall, into something special. How do you go about it?
We're going to bring it to life with some dimensional lumber and kiss it with a little bit of molding.
So we don't have to tear our wall down. We don't have to do anything. We're just going to add something on.
Build onto it.
Okay, so I see this little frame here. So if we got a blank wall, how does this frame play into the game?
Wainscoting's a great thing. You can do it by simply adding moldings to the drywall surface, or you take it to the next step and create some compartments, some panels, segment the room out, and then add that little molding to the interior of the panel.
So when we talk about wainscoting, we're starting maybe with a simple chair rail across the top, building boxes.
Yes, the old chair rail at 32 inches high, or in the case of our board today, we're going to bounce it up. We've seen some of the old homes in Shaker with the wainscoting up to maybe 6 foot tall with that adjacent panel.
The real fancy looking stuff, it's all a bunch of little pieces. I see. So you got a plan here. So what's this plan?
You have to start somewhere, bring those ideas to life and make a sketch. Whether you do it on a piece of spare plywood or whether you start to space it out on your walls with a lead pencil.
Okay, so each of these little lines is actually something in here. Show us some of the pieces in here, what you did.
In constructing this, we start out with a 1x6 poplar finger jointed material on the bottom for a horizontal, a 1x4 intermediate rail as a horizontal, and a 1x6 cap in the case we take it higher. Our panels are created by dividing equal spacing with 1x4 verticals.
This looks like something almost anyone can do. You plan it with pencil, you have some drawings, and then you pick out the wood you want, and Baird Brothers, they show you which wood to pick out. Like, what do you call this type right in here?
Okay, so that's a little, we refer to it as a 5/8 baby crown molding. 90-degree angle, easy to work with. And we go on to a bed molding, 1.25" bed mold.
So this one's a little bolder, and that one's a little fussier.
A little more definition.
Uh-huh.
And then back to the craftsman or contemporary side, that little, actually we refer to it as a craftsman shoe mold, 1/2 x 3/4, but it just breaks that deep corner line and gives it a couple more parallels.
Yeah, so it's not hard, it softens it up.
Exactly.
And change the wall dramatically. So when you start a job like this, I know you have to have a little bit of a plan. We've got a plan here. Do you start at the bottom and work your way up, or how do you do that?
Actually, if you're using this system with the dimensional lumber, you can build that on a set of sawhorses as one unit using, say, like a Craig fastening system, and then take that whole system.
It's a nice little drill thing.
Exactly. And that allows you to accomplish those quality miters, even as a DIYer.
Yeah, so it's all so very nice and tight. And this would be more modern, you say, and then you get to more fussier, like in an older home, or?
We're gonna take it one step further too.
How do we do that?
We're gonna introduce an overlay molding, which not only goes back to the recess of the drywall surface. In this case, we put a plywood behind it, but it also comes out onto the face of the dimension.
Look at that, it gives you a whole lot more.
Now you're really starting to add that depth and definition and detail.
Okay, so what we looked at so far, you can put together very simply, you just make a plan and start. You talk to Steve or somebody here at Baird Brothers, and you can get your project started, and you can take it as far as your imagination can imagine.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Still to come, bring your space to life, an easy fix to brighten up your home.
When you think of DIY projects in your home, there are some that I would think, oh yeah, I could tackle that, and others I'd be a little bit nervous about. One of them is wallpapering, but have no fear because Jim Simpson is here.
Oh boy.
And he's going to take me to wallpaper school, and I think you're about to show me that, yes, I could easily call you to help me do this, but also I could maybe attempt this myself.
I think you can.
Are you sure?
I think most people can. But listen, there's a lot of moving parts here. So this kind of material is made for you to hang, and the tools that you need are simple, and the skills are basically confidence to do it.
Well, there you go. And you've taught a lot of classes, so you've taught people how to become confident with this.
Yeah, I've taught a lot of people about how to become confident or how to run from it, because it's not something
I might be a runner, I don't know.
It's not something everybody wants to do. This house is a remodel, and they're adding rooms, and they are taking walls down on all new walls, and they're doing a number of feature walls, which is happening a lot lately. It's a lot less expensive than papering a whole room, and this is sort of where the design elements are going now. Okay.
So we're going to do the cutting in here, and we're going to put this in another room.
There's another room
All right.
there, and you'll see it, and it's kind of neat what they're doing in there. They don't need much, they only need a couple of rolls. So I've already gotten a measurement. It's a 91-inch ceiling. What I'm going to do is pretty straightforward. So I just flip it over, and I got some adhesive from the store, and I carry adhesive with me all the time. Roll adhesive on the back. This is just a regular old paint roller, okay?
Now, do you normally do this as a one-man job?
Oh yeah.
I think I would need help if I was trying on my own, or I probably would be giving you a call and getting your services. But it is interesting because wallpaper has, I feel like, made a comeback. It is very trendy right now.
It's very trendy, and we're doing all kinds of wall coverings now that we never thought you could do.
Well, I'm gonna let you fill up the adhesive and then we're gonna get over there.
So in this room, they have done something extra decorative with molding. It reduces the amount of wall covering they need, but it sure is a dramatic look. And so I've taken
Does it make your job harder?
gives me less to do.
Okay, well that's
It's
good.
not really harder, but I like doing something different. This is different. I'm going to put that into the corner, and I'm going to wrap it around the corner, maybe 1/8 of an inch.
Okay, so going above, got it. All right.
Okay, going a little bit up on the ceiling, and going a little bit around the edge of the wall. And the reason we do that, it should overlap onto this corner here, all right? So that, you know, if the house settles or sinks, whatever, the wall covering will still be covering it. Okay,
Now I know you have your laser tool. Do we need to do, what if I don't have a laser tool to do, and what do you use that for when you're doing this?
Well, I do it to make sure that the strips are straight.
Okay.
And you can see that because this is sort of angled, it's not going to make a big difference. But if you start hanging something crooked, by the time you get to the end of the wall, the pattern's going downhill or uphill.
We don't want that.
Not good. This is just a plastic tool that's a few dollars at your hardware store. You can buy these online too. And it's a typical tool. We as professionals use, I've got about 7 or 8 different kinds of these, different thicknesses and stiffnesses. And I'm smoothing it very gently. And I'm pulling all the bubbles out of it. Now I'm going to trim off the selvage that we don't need.
It's amazing how easy that it really is to work with.
It really is. It's
Like
not,
that, or you're just making it look simple.
this is easier.
Is there a little water on that?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's going to be water on it.
And that just sets.
Just want to make sure there's no adhesive on the surface and that I'm washing it down well. Now at the end of a job, it's not a bad idea to take a microfiber towel and just dry the water off.
What I love is that we have someone like you who's been doing this for how many years?
Oh gosh, do I have to say?
Well, I think it speaks to, it can be a hobby, if not something that you do for a living, right?
Yeah, even someone young like me.
I know.
Yeah,
So
it's amazing.
I appreciate you showing me this. And if you want, you can always go to his website, right?
That's right.
Wallpaper Cleveland, and get to wallpapering. He's going to
Sure.
show you how it's done. Maybe you can try this DIY at home yourself.
I'm so excited to be here at the Wicked Plant Co. in
Thank
Lyndhurst.
you for coming back.
Thank you, Katie, and thank you for helping us cure some of our plants so we're like a little sick.
Absolutely,
And
anytime.
And every time we do that, we come back, and what do we get? We get more plants. We got plants all over the place. And there's no better way to make your home feel a little different or cozy. But the one thing about plants, a lot of maintenance.
A lot of maintenance.
You got a cure for that?
We're going to talk about terrariums today.
We're going to build a world for the plants.
We're going to build a little mini ecosystem here.
So this is going to be easier to take care of. We don't have to worry about it so much.
Easier to take care of, a lot less maintenance, not anything you have to check on daily or even weekly.
You teach people how to do this?
In any of our terrarium classes, we build a much bigger version of what we're going to build today.
Take me to school.
So we have our little drainage layers already set up.
So what's in there? What's in there? Is that a relative of mine in there?
So hopefully not.
Some kind of moss?
Yes, so we have some dried sphagnum moss. In the very bottom, we have some leca, which is clay pebbles. That's
Okay.
going to hold our water.
Okay, so that way it has a little drainage in its world.
Correct.
Okay.
The moss is going to keep the humidity up so that we really don't have to water these hardly ever.
Okay. So that means like almost no maintenance.
Almost no maintenance. Once the lid goes on, you shouldn't have to open them back up.
365 days of beauty. Let's go.
Let's go. So grab your soil.
Grab your soil.
This is terrarium specific soil. Mm-hmm. We're just going to dump, not all of it, just, a nice layer.
I'm watching that hand action you use there.
Yeah, just to kind of, we don't want the whole entire pot of soil going in. All right, now even it out.
There goes my
Give
manicure.
yourself nice little landscape here.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
If you think you add a little bit more to yours, we
Okay.
want there to be enough room for the plants to have their roots in there.
Little root system.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Now what?
So that's the base layer. Now we get to pick all the fun stuff. So you can put a piece of wood in there for your moss to climb. You can do some of these red nerve plants. We've got a couple different mosses here.
So this is going to be like in the roots, right?
Yeah, so if you want a piece of this, what we'll do is we'll actually just separate these 3 pieces and we'll give you one. Yeah. And we'll just get all that dirt off. And
so you get the dirt off.
Yep, you're going to make a hole.
I would have done it wrong, so that's why I needed a clasp.
Stick that right into the hole.
I'm going to use my pincers.
Yes, that's what they're there for.
Woohoo! Perfect. I'm crazy for this thing here. But
Grab it, take it.
I should probably go for base first though, right? Like maybe another one of these down there?
That's the nice thing about terrariums. It's whatever you want it to be. It's your personal preference.
This is fun.
So if you want that guy, you don't have to use all of it.
You know what? He might be too big for my room here, right?
You think so? Here, you want a little baby piece?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Use your little pinchers.
So
look at you. You're killing it.
Because I'm digging it.
Yeah. Your little mini world is coming to life.
Okay, so folks can come here, just buy this stuff, and then just easy for me to do. They can do it too, I'm sure. Or if they don't know how, you can give them the class, right?
Absolutely. Yes. I have all the supplies, but really, if you want it as low maintenance as possible, coming to one of the classes is the best way because all of the supplies is handled for you. All the instructions are going to happen right there at the class, and your terrarium's going to be set up for success before you even take it home.
So that's great news.
I like what you did there. Ooh,
thank you.
Hello.
Yeah. Did you hear me bark? So it is a ton of fun. And how about some stones? We need some stones, huh?
And then there's more right here. You can choose whatever decorative pieces you like.
Okay.
So we'll bling it out a little bit.
Wicked Plant Co. We're in Lyndhurst, right on Mayfield, easy to find. In fact, there's a donut shop nearby, right?
There's a donut shop right across the street, so you can grab a coffee.
Get hungry?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have a little mini frog.
Oh my goodness.
You can put your little mini frog in your little mini world. In our classes, we get like little dinosaurs, little alien, like we do a lot of fun stuff that we can add in.
Say hi, little fella.
So every class is going to be a little bit different as far as what's available, but across the board, it's just going to add some nice, easy greenery to your life.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Put a lid on it.
Put a lid on it.
After the break, keeping you organized each and every day. Meet the local woman making it happen.
Road trips, recipes, and much more. Go to fox8.com and click on the New Day Cleveland tab.
You know, it's hard to update your home without a bit of organization. And if your disaster is in your pantry or your basement or even your entire home, OCD Home Solutions can get you back on track.
OCD Home Solutions started out as just a home organization company, but we've quickly grown into more than just organization. So OCD Home Solutions stands for Organize, Clean, Declutter. Our slogan is more than just organization because we like to think of ourselves as a solution for the home. So whether you're moving, downsizing, purging, packing, we kind of cover all the bases. So with our organizing, we do a lot of large jobs. We also specialize in small jobs, such as small things as pantries. But we do a lot of whole home organization. People have just kind of lost their way, have big families that's kind of got out of their hand. And so we just come back and give them a fresh start. We do concierge move-in service. So we have different levels of packages. So we can either just move you, or we can move you and pack you, or pack you and move you. And then we're able to pack, purge, and move you. And then we have a VIP package, which we will purge, pack, move, and then unpack and set up your new home. So you literally buy the house, turn the key, your new house is set up for you. Basements are something that we ask to do the most. Another common area is entryways, because you're coming into your home, you're throwing all your things. It's just, you have kids, they're throwing all their things. It's chaos. So we come in and help a lot of families with their entryways, and then pantries as well is a big thing. Because you buy so much and you have such large families, and Costco and Sam's is really a big indicator of this, because you're buying 45 cans of beans instead of 3. So it just gets all shuffled in there, and then you don't know what you have. So you're going and buying more, and you're buying the same items and replicating it. Or the famous, there's nothing to eat in here, because they can't find it. If they can see it, they can find their snacks. It's easy, quick, and it takes a load off of you. Not have to get up and get a snack every time somebody wants a snack. You can send them in to get the snack. Whole homes is another thing. I would say 1 in every 7 homes is overtaken by things, and I would say that's because of the online shopping. We're just so quick and so easy to buy now and take now. It's so impulsive that we're just getting things into our home as quick as we're taking them out. And we teach them like how to keep this up and how to maintain it for the whole family, because I do not think it's just mom's job. I think it's everybody's job at night to do a 10-minute reset, play some songs, put everything away as quick as you can. This goes in the kitchen, this goes in the bathroom, this goes here. And just do it as a family. And then that's 70 minutes of housework every single week. And on Sunday, you're not exhausted. Like, you can actually enjoy your family on Sunday. This gives them back their life. This is life-changing. This will change people's lives. Like, I walk into a woman's house on Monday, I pull in her driveway, you can feel her anxiety in the driveway. Like, I can feel it in my car. She's like, Wednesday, she's like, oh. By Friday, she's hanging pictures. She's lighter. I mean, she's a new person. She's like alive and a whole new woman. And like, her family's happy and like they can enjoy each other. And I have all this stuff. Like, it's not like HGTV where it needs to be color coordinated, and that's fun. It's not what this is. This is so much more than that. Organization, this is my passion spot. It's not about these bins and these containers. While they do look amazing, I mean, I love them. There's nothing better to me than a perfectly organized pantry. But the way that it changes your life, the way that when you wake up in the morning and your eyes are not focused on chaos and things everywhere and piles of things and clustering, you can't find your keys, you're arguing with your children to get out of the house, you don't know where their schoolwork is, you don't know where their shoes are. It's just this big chaos. And then we expect to go out in the world and function at our best when we've literally woke up in a chaotic environment. When I'm going to people now, I know that I can change their lives. I know that I can make it better. Like, I know that if you just let us in, like, I can take it all the way and like change you. And so to me, that's like a gift that I feel like God gave me, and like, I think you should use it.
On top of all the services that she mentioned, Erica helps businesses stay organized and guides people who are downsizing their home. And don't forget about her pack and purge services the next time you move. The simple solution to repurposing old furniture. What you need to make things new again. Right after this short break. Of course I love hardware stores. Who doesn't love hardware stores? I love Chagrin Falls. Beautiful old place. How about the biggest? They say it's the biggest in Hartville. Well, now we're in Thompson Township. I'm with Chris, Hemley Tool Supply. I didn't know where I was going when I came out here. I'm surprised. This is a big hardware store, isn't it? And I'm wondering, as I look at all these hand tools, lawn tools, is electric going to replace gas or what?
Not all the way, but we want to make sure that we stay on top of it.
So when you're putting the hardware store together, what was your dream, or how did it happen? Did it fall in your lap, or did you make it happen?
It was actually a lot of work. We did all this when we moved up here during COVID. Do It Best was instrumental in helping us set all this up.
Let's take a little walk backwards here and look around a little bit. So we're thinking about smoking or barbecuing. Here we go here.
It's a good brand, good product. We actually have one here that we smoke stuff for customers all the time.
I should have called ahead.
Right?
I should have called ahead. So we got the stuff here, all these little things to help people. Mm-hmm. Look at this.
Yeah, lifting strap.
Yeah, so this is one of the things, you just don't find this in every hardware store.
You don't. We have a lot of unique products here that you won't find anywhere else.
You've got clothing, and you've got boots that fit everybody and anybody. Tell us a little bit about your clothing line.
So this is a 6,000 square foot. We specialize in workwear, footwear. We do a lot with municipalities, local townships, a lot of name brand footwear. It's a good section for us.
We got the lumpwood charcoal here. We got bird food. We got all kinds of, oh, you know what? I got something here in my pocket. I got this hinge on a closet. You think you can hook me up?
Probably.
How about if I had a plumbing problem and like my shower had a little leak in it or something like that?
All that stuff.
Should I bring the part with me or just take pictures of it?
You can take pictures or bring it too.
Yeah.
Our staff's very knowledgeable, can help you out.
You want some potatoes? Or these potatoes look old. What's wrong with these potatoes?
I'm not sure.
Now they're seed potatoes. Yeah. You take those and you plant them and you get real potatoes. So you must have somebody that helps you around here.
I do.
You're the owner, right?
Yep.
Well, who the heck manages this place?
Robin.
I'm gonna go find Robin.
Okay.
She's gonna fill me in on some
Absolutely.
of the stuff. Drill bits by the pound, how about that? Hey Robin, can you help me with this over here?
I can.
She is in charge. I found out, Chris was telling me you better talk to her if you want to find out about those seed potatoes and all that. But what really blew my mind when I was walking around here, all this crazy good hardware. You've got a whole steel section. Now what's going on?
We
It's
do.
a hardware store. This is pretty hard over here. So what's going on with the steel?
So all the steel back here we sell by the pound with the exception of our sheet steel. We have a square tubing, rectangular, we have the channel, we have angle. So all this by the pound.
What do people use all that steel for?
Everything. They make frames for cars, they make frames for trailers.
Hey, if I want to hang some lamps or light bulbs around my patio, should I use some kind of steel bars or something like that? Or
What
get
kind
better
of-
ideas? ideas?
Depends on what kind of light you're hanging.
I should bring the pictures, right?
You should, absolutely.
Okay, so check this out. I just love it. You even have water here. That's in case you get lost here. You won't die here.
We
because
do,
it could
absolutely.
take you a couple months to find your way back out of here. So you have paint. What do you have you think that most hardware stores don't have?
Our steel and our nuts and bolts by the pound are super unique for us.
So I talk about all these great, unique hardware stores that, you know, I was talking about Chagrin Falls, talking about Hartfill. This out here in the middle of Thompson, to me, you know, it's a little off the beaten path. It's right in the middle of wine country. You jump off I-90 at the Madison exit. Just follow your nose over here. So you must save a lot of people a lot of trouble being out here.
We certainly hope we do.
You know what would be great when you're all done with this? What would
A
be
nice
good?
cold beer.
How about a cold beer? You think they have cold beer? Let me show you. Hey, you should have seen this back there. It's a little shopping mall here, huh? Now I'm really ready for a beer.
We try to offer everything for everybody. This was a request that we had by a customer, and it has worked out very well for us. It's been almost a year since it's been open.
It's worked out very well for me too.
Yes, it has.
I want to thank you once again for a wonderful trip out here at Thompson.
Cheers.
Hemley Hardware. I'll drink to that.
Thank you.
It's a big place. Yes, they have everything from soup to nuts. Okay, you might be familiar with Coco's Downtown, the magical 30,000 square foot selfie space in downtown Cleveland. But did you know that it's also home to a chalk paint powder? This product might even change the way you do it yourself. Take a look.
Coco's Downtown Cleveland allows me to come to work every day and just be as creative as I want to be. It's also allowed me to extend my passion for being a hoarder, because I've picked up so much trash on the side of the road, but I upcycle it. That's what I do. And I upcycled it by either trying to repair it, and then I upcycle it by finally using my Coco's chalky powder inside paint to paint the pieces. We are going to update our dining room, and what I did was just got basic acrylic paint. I've already poured the acrylic paint into this little jar, and you can use any latex or acrylic paint. I like to use the flat, but I've used eggshell. I just don't use the shine. So I'm taking my powder and I'm mixing it inside this paint right here. Now you'll need to measure, but it's kind of like cooking. I don't measure anymore. But on the back of my bags are recipes, so you can measure it, and it will tell you exactly how much powder to put inside, whatever your project is. What I love most about my powder is that there's no waste. Like, you can go buy chalk paint in the stores, but if you don't use that chalk paint, it's going to go to waste. With mine, you put powder inside the paint and use only what you need. It's so good for the environment. We've put the powder inside of there, and sometimes it'll require a little water, but I didn't do it this time because I want it to be kind of thick. And I'm just gonna shake it up like this, and it is like ready to go now. There's no sanding, no priming, no prepping. All I did was wipe this chair off, and we just start painting. Coco's chalky powder is revolutionizing the way that people are painting. It's the only powder on the market, which is a trademark, and it took me 6 years to get this trademark. It's the only powder on the market that you can mix it into any color, acrylic or latex paint. I've used like house paint, outdoor paint, indoor paint, because I'm an upcycler. It doesn't matter to me what kind or brand of paint it is. What I'm most concerned in is like, what is the sheen? I like to work with flat. Once you mix it into any color paint, it adheres to any surface. I'm gonna put my first coat on. It's gonna be dry in 30 minutes. Yes, we just did wood, and that's cool. So now we are going to do this material on here. It's going to look like it was upholstered by the time we get done with it. You can use it in different ways. Like, for instance, if you want your kids to do sidewalk chalk, but you can't find the right color chalk, you can put my powder into acrylic paint, and they can have sidewalk chalk that they can use a brush with, and it will come off with the rain. But historically, chalk powder has been used for upcycling furniture. After we paint the material, we're going to sand it smooth, and it's going to look like leather. Now you can go buy chalk paint, but if you let that chalk paint sit in a year, all that chalk's going to go to the bottom. Whereas my powder, you mix it as you need it, no waste. My powder allows you to step into DIY gently, meaning just get a small piece, put the powder in the paint, and just paint that small piece. Once you see how easy it is, then you go on to another piece. Next thing you know, you will be doing your entire kitchen, your entire library. My powder allows novice, neophyte people who have never done anything to do DIY and stand back and say, I did it.
Remember, you can mix Coco's chalky powder with any basic paint. So when you get your bag, make sure to check out the recipes on the back. It'll show you different ways you can use chalk paint. Coming up next, I try my hand at blacksmithing. That's right, home accents straight from the forge.
Hey everyone, Dan Cohn here. I am the founder of Collected Homestyle. We're a vintage, antique, and handcrafted home decor and interior styling business here in Lakewood. My tip of the day is to focus on what you really love. I think we can really get stuck in our heads when designing our homes and thinking about what do we think looks good, what are we supposed to like, and instead I would invite you to find something you like, feel it in your body, and when you have those goosebumps, when you really feel it and know it's right, that's when you know you found an interesting piece that you want to invite into your home and frankly connect with people over. So focus on you, focus on what you're feeling rather than what you're thinking with your home design.
Here we are, folks, back at Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. I'm with Steve, and we've got this beautiful wainscoted wall. We started working on that, how to put those fine moldings in there, different looks and such, and now it's time for the floor. So I've got these two pieces of wood here. What do I do with these?
Okay, those are our little standoff blocks.
Where should I put them?
Okay, we're gonna put one tight against the wall down by me, and we're gonna put it on edge, so we're only 3/4 inch.
There you go. Down here too?
Right, perfect.
Okay, so that gives us space for what, more molding or?
Yeah, the moldings will fit there, but more importantly with hardwood floor, you leave grow room or expansion room.
When it gets more.
So we'll remove those blocks after we get our first line put down.
Where's the first piece? Here? Yep. Okay. So how many different kinds of fine hardwoods do you have for flooring?
Oh, in the hardwoods, we have upwards 10, 12 of the different hardwoods, some more suitable for flooring.
What kind is this?
This is select grade hickory. I'm gonna make a little noise, okay?
Please.
Because we don't have room for
a real nailer,
a flooring nailer at this point, we have to use this 15 gauge.
Ooh, so you toenail it too, huh?
Yeah. The actual tongue and groove, right?
See, I keep my hands away from the action.
Okay. So we can finish that piece out. This piece right here.
Okay.
We'll go down there.
Why did we put the paper in here?
Paper acts as a moisture barrier. It quiets the floor from wood on wood squeaks.
Okay, what's next?
Well, we're gonna, because we have a 3/4 inch space there for the expansion, we're gonna use a baseboard followed by a shoe.
So do we take these things out now?
We take the blocks out. Here you go, sir.
I can't believe that this whole wall was just a plain old plaster wall when we started.
Okay, you do not want to leave that fold down in behind the flooring. So if you hold it up 1/16 of an inch or so.
Okay.
I'm good, I'm on solid footing down here. Yeah, you're good. I can see you're good.
It's the first time anyone said anything nice to me today.
And when nailing a shoe mold, you don't nail it to the floor, you nail it horizontally into the baseboard. That allows that floor to slide back and forth underneath.
So, I mean, two of the big tips here to me were moving floor, get rid of the squeaks, and keep the moisture up.
Right?
There you go. What really finishes off is this beautiful floor, and wasn't that difficult to do. I mean, we're talking about do-it-yourself kind of stuff. You could do this.
This 3-inch hickory is a beautiful floor, select grade. It complements painted wall surfaces as well as natural wood wall surfaces, but a very good floor. We're selling a ton of it, and anything we covered today, Carpentry 101.
Talk about taking control. We're here with Tim, who is the blacksmith, I guess you'd say, at the Urban Forge.
That's me.
On Hamilton, 5401 Hamilton.
Yep.
You give lessons too, right?
I do lessons as well.
How about a Mossman lesson?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's do it. What are we gonna make here today?
So we've got a heart hook over here. So we're gonna make some decorative hearts. And we've got the forge heated up and your metal ready to go. Hardest part is grabbing a hold of it with the tongs.
So yeah, you gotta use the tongs, right?
Yep.
So I got this.
Got that. Come on over here to the anvil.
So I can use this to hang things up in my house or my kitchen or whatever?
These hooks are great for hanging up a dish towel, your favorite coffee cup, herbs, whatever it is that you need to hang.
What do we do? It looks like it's cooling off.
Yep, so go ahead, grab your hammer.
How hot is it now, you think?
It's about 1,000 degrees.
Okay, what do I do?
Give it some hits.
What am I trying to do?
So we are looking to thin out the metal and put a nice little point on the end of that.
Cool, point.
Yep.
I don't have to put the point on though, right?
You don't, no. Excellent.
So
And
how
now-
long have you been doing this?
So I've been here in this space for about 8 years now and teaching classes for a lot longer than that.
How's that starting to look?
That looks great.
More?
A little more, and now it's cooled off, so we'll stick it back in.
Back to the forge.
Back to the forge.
Leave the hammer?
Leave the hammer, and we'll put it back in the forge because
Okay.
you got to strike while the iron's hot.
Okay, so it's glowing hot in here, right?
It is.
So
Yep.
do I set it too far in or right?
Nope, that's perfect.
Okay. These are a little heavy too, huh?
They are. They got some heft to them.
So what made you come up with the heart idea?
So the heart is classic for everybody. You know, whether it's a date night or whether it's something ornamental and decorative, something that's been around for a long time, and just adds a little extra element of flair.
Okay, so all these things we're looking at here, any one of these, if you touch the end that looks cool, it's hot.
It's hot, yes.
So you got to be careful about that.
Yep, that's why we assume everything in the blacksmith shop is hot. If you assume that it's all hot, you're less likely to burn yourself.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. How young do people come in here and learn how to do this?
So I get kids as young as 7 with their adults and parents come in and take classes.
Great.
All the way up to, I've had 80-year-olds in here.
Okay, Jim, I put it in there pretty far. I don't know if I'll be able to get it out without it falling in.
I got you.
Okay. Blacksmith. There it is.
There it is. So give it a quarter turn, lay it on its edge.
Like this?
Yeah, like that, and then hammer straight down. Yep, just like that. There you go.
Turn it over?
Nope, just keep it right there. And this is a great opportunity if you've had a rough morning or a bad commute, you can get all your frustrations out right
Harder?
here.
Should I hit harder?
Yep, hit it harder.
It's curling on me. Is that bad?
Nope, that's okay. When metal's hot, it's soft like Play-Doh.
See that?
And you can do all the things to metal that you can with Play-Doh. You can pull it apart, you can go from round to square, square to round. You just can't eat it. Perfect.
Sounds like the dinner bell.
Yeah.
Anywhere's good, huh?
Yep. Excellent. So we've got another piece in there. It's ready for a curl. We're going to put a happy little curl on the end of our hook. We're going to do that on the horn of the anvil.
Ooh, I wondered why it had a point on it.
Yep. And we're just going to curl that right around and have a happy little curl. You got it. Excellent. And then come on over here to the face. Yep.
Okay.
So put it so that curl is up towards the ceiling. You got plenty of time.
You tell the cameraman. Okay, here we go.
Give it another rotation right like that. Now kind of hit back and down towards yourself. Yep, just like that. Oh my God, you're blacksmithing. Look at you go. Excellent.
I'm hooked. I'm blacksmithing. It's great.
I'm just going to close up that tip a little bit.
A little bit more, huh?
Just a hair.
Okay, so I'm putting these in the hallway when you come in the back door, and I've got like Kim, Adam, Ryan, me, and Elise, Grace. 6 or 7, huh?
Yeah, we can totally do that.
Got some work.
Yeah. You can hang your keys on there. Yep.
That's great. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Shop decor or make your own personalized just for you. That's coming up next.
The style of New Day Cleveland is provided by Dillard's Beechwood. Did you know the East Side location is Dillard's Midwest flagship store? Discover hard-to-find designer brands in fashion, footwear, home goods, and more. Enjoy the luxury of shopping with a personal stylist at no cost at Dillard's Beechwood.
A Berea store that'll make your house feel like home. Whether you're shopping or creating, Daniele Designs can help.
Daniele Designs started off with a little shop where I did a few DIY classes, and then we just grew with like the community and what people were looking for. So I brought more things in, and we brought different local artisans in. We've created this wonderful space where you can come in, create. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to be crafty, you don't have to be a DIYer. We teach you, and that's the most important thing is I want to teach you how to decorate your mantle, how to do a beautiful sign, how to create something that you walk out and you're proud to show. When you first walk in the door, you'll be greeted by like a display of seasonal merchandise that we change. We have 14 local artisans with various items that they make. Local is very important to us. Also, you can go and take a class here. We have a whole area dedicated to our classes in a classroom where we can go and you can pick your project. You can come by yourself. You can come with a couple friends or one, or have a private party, and we will have the whole time teaching you to how to work with the products that we offer and sell, and then bringing your creation to life. We can customize anything. If you want to decorate your porch, we have porch signs that you can put next to your door, the welcome signs. You can personalize a door hanger to hang on your door. A lot of customers like to keep those in the house too, on their mantle or hearth. We also do stuff for the kitchen. If you want to do charcuterie boards, if you want to learn how to work with resin and doing something fun like that, if you love the beach or just like the ocean effect, we've got you covered with that. But we do have seasonal gnomes that you can customize for the holidays. We do them reversible now, so you can get 2 holidays out of it. The possibilities are endless. We do a little bit of everything from painting to charcuterie to cookie decorating. We want to make sure that we created this place and atmosphere where no matter what you were interested in, we can do it here, and we can definitely teach you how to do it so you can recreate it at home. When you do your own projects and when you take it home, you want to make sure that it's your personality too. That's why we have such a wide range of decor here. We have farmhouse, we have modern, we have, cozy. I love to have all of those aspects because you're your own person, and when you come home you want it to reflect you. So the colors, we do a wide variety of colors, florals and greenery. All those little details are going to come together, and that's what's going to make it really special, and you're going to put your own twist on it. That really is important to me, the teaching aspect, and just explaining to people like how you would decorate or how you would place your decor, how you would place your lettering in a class, and explaining, because we don't all know how to do that, and it's great that I have the ability to go and help everybody with that.
Daniele Designs also offers take-home projects, so make sure to check them out in person if you'd like to take a look at their newest items. Well, that's it. That wraps up today's road trip, and if you're already planning your next project, make sure you go to fox8.com and click on the New Day tab, and you'll find a list of all of today's featured businesses. They're all excited to help you revamp and beautify your home. I'm David Moss, and on behalf of Natalie Herbeck, I'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.